8.2 is called Asymptotes, and in this subtopic, we'll be learning about two different types of asymptotes. The first one is vertical asymptote. Say that you have this x-axis and y-axis. Therefore, a vertical asymptote should look something like this. And hence, this vertical asymptote will give you the value of x. Therefore, in order to find the vertical asymptote, we will use this formula called vex t. So, what is vex t? VA here comes from vertical asymptote. And for the small a here, you need to find what happens to the graph as x approaching a from the right hand side and x approaching a from the left hand side. This small x means that you need to state at the end x equal to something is the vertical asymptote. And the final step is to use t, which stands for table. This means that whenever you need to find vertical asymptote, you need to do these steps. The next one is called the horizontal asymptote. Say that you have the x-axis and y-axis. So, a horizontal asymptote will look like this. And hence, you need to find the value of y equal to something, and that is your horizontal asymptote. And to do that, you need to use the formula high t. So, what does high t stands for? HA means that you need to find for the horizontal asymptote. I here stands for infinity. So, you need to find what happens to your graph as x approaches positive infinity and x approaches negative infinity. This small y here means that you need to state at the end y equal to something is your horizontal asymptote. And your last step is to use table. Therefore, whenever you need to find the horizontal asymptote, you need to use the high t formula. Let's look at this note here. Say that the question wants you to state or determine the vertical asymptote of this fx. Here, you can see that the marks allocated for this question is very small, which is just 1 or 2 marks. So, we know that to find vertical asymptote, you need to use vex t. But since the mark here is very small, this means that you don't need to use vex t. You just need to state the value of x, which is your vertical asymptote, from this fx. And to find vertical asymptote, all you need to do is look at the denominator only, and you always let it equal to 0. Therefore, 3x plus 4 is equal to 0, and hence x is negative 4 over 3. And this already answers this question. Since the question is only 1 to 2 marks, therefore your working steps or your working solutions shouldn't be that long. So why don't we use the vex t method for this question? Okay, the reason is that for vex t and high t, both methods are quite long. Therefore, the marks should also be higher, say 4 to 8 marks sometimes. So that's how you know whether you need to use vex t or high t whenever you have questions that are related to asymptotes. Note that vex t and high t find vertical and horizontal asymptotes, and it actually proves why a certain value of x and y are the horizontal asymptotes and vertical asymptotes by using limits. So basically, you're applying chapter 8 limits in order to show that x equal to something and y equal to something are the asymptotes of a certain function.